Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Is it possible to change someone who doesn't even want to change? Yes or no? The answer is yes. But the question is, how? You can't just lecture them. You can't just tell them what to do. We've all tried that with friends, with family, with ourselves. Doesn't work. So how do you change someone, including yourself, when there's resistance? You need one thing, one powerful force. It's called leverage. Leverage is what turns a should into a must. Write that down in your notes. Leverage turns should into must. Because change is never about ability. Everyone has the ability to change. What stops us isn't ability, it's drive, motivation, reasons. I'll give you an example. I once worked with a woman. She was in the health business, a colon hydrotherapist, very health focused. She knew all the science, all the details. But guess what? She was sick all the time. Not because she didn't know what to do. She knew it, but she didn't do it. How many of you have ever been in that position? You knew what to do, but you just didn't follow through? Say I. Exactly. We've all been there. So why don't we follow through? Because we lack leverage. We lack strong enough reasons. See, even bad behaviors meet needs. Smoking, overeating, staying in the wrong relationship, they all meet needs. Certainty, variety, significance, connection. But they don't meet the higher needs. Growth, love, contribution. That's why people get stuck. The moment you get leverage, the moment your reasons become strong enough, everything changes. Now here's the truth most people don't get. Change itself is instant. It doesn't take years to change. What takes years is the decision to finally say, enough, no more, not another day. The decision. That's what takes time. Think about it. Who here has stayed in a relationship too long? Raise your hand. You knew it wasn't right, but you stayed. Why? Because it gave you something, a sense of safety, of comfort. But one day, you reached the point where you said, I can't live like this anymore. That was leverage. That was the moment. So why do some people avoid change even when the stakes are life or death? Why does a doctor say, if you don't stop smoking, you'll die? And the patient keeps smoking? Because the brain finds an escape. The brain says, well, George Burns smoked till he was 102. Or, I've smoked for years and I'm still fine. That's how we dodge leverage. We play mental games to soften the pain. But if you connect enough pain to something and enough pleasure to the alternative, change becomes unavoidable. Let me give you another example. Think about a food or a drink you once loved. Maybe chocolate cake, maybe tequila. And then one day, you had way too much. And suddenly, your body said, never again. From that day forward, the thought of it made you sick. Did you need willpower to resist? No. The association had changed. That's leverage. That's what I call a neuroassociation. Your brain links massive pain to the old pattern and massive pleasure to the new one. So what really shapes our lives? It's not the events. It's the meaning we give to those events. We've all gone through painful experiences, and we will go through more. But here's the gift. We can choose the meaning. If you give a painful experience a destructive meaning, you'll suffer for years. If you give it an empowering meaning, it will drive you forward. Meaning is power. Change the meaning and you change your life. Let me give you a metaphor. One night, I was watching an old black and white movie, A Christmas Carol by Dickens. You know the story, Scrooge, the man who refuses to change. He thinks being cold, being selfish made him rich. So he holds on to it. But then what happens? 3 spirits come. And what do? They give him leverage. They show him massive pain in the past, massive pain in the present, massive pain in the future. No escape. And suddenly, Scrooge changes in a heartbeat. That's the blueprint for transformation. Now let me ask you something. How many of you have something in your life you know you need to change, but you haven't? Raise your hand. The reason you haven't is simple. You don't have enough leverage, but you can create it right now by linking unbearable pain to the old behavior and irresistible pleasure to the new one. Think of something you need to change. Really picture it. What will it cost you if you don't change? Not just today, but in the future. Feel that pain. Don't escape it. Now imagine the pleasure, the freedom, the power, the love you'll experience once you make the change. Feel that too. That's leverage. So here's the truth, my friends. We are not our past. We are not our biography. We are the choices we make now. The walls you built to protect yourself are the same walls that keep you trapped. It's time to break them down. Leverage is the hammer. Pain will push you. Pleasure will pull you, but you must choose. So let's decide right here, right now. Find your leverage, use it, and change your life in a heartbeat. Who's ready? Say I.